Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003 and today we're playing some Genshin Impact. I I'm fully aware that this has been a very Hoyoverse heavy weekend, but Genshin just updated and I've been struggling to catch up with Star Rail, so that's my excuse. But yeah, we're playing some Genshin tonight. We're going to the main plan is to start the Tribal Chronicle for the for this update, and then maybe do some of the main. Why did my voice just warble there? What the heck? And maybe do some event stuff. Hmm? Hello, Len. Hello, hello. I love this. I'm very glad you love it. Hello, hello. How was your day? How's it going? It's going alright. Today was unusually relaxing, which is kind of weird because normally I have schoolwork to do. But nope, I had no schoolwork to do this weekend, so it was oddly relaxing. But yeah, how was your day? How's everything going on your ends? Also pains me that. Okay. Oh yeah, and I just saw it because it was blocked by the announcement. But thank you for the boob. Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite entrances that that anyone has done. Just Len just swinging in and booping because it's cute. It's cute entrance for a cute individual. Anyways, I'm going to stop now before I start prattling on about Len for like 5 minutes again. Yeah. I have Genshin loading up. There we go. I have Genshin loaded up now. There we go. I will have to say that I'm going to have to go in and turn on all the audio because I didn't have the foresight to actually turn on all the audio. But yeah, how did your day go? Went pretty well. Yay! I'm glad to hear it. Did you have work today, or did you have today off? Very boring and uneventful as per usual. Yeah. I did laundry and went to the gym. Fair enough. And then again, a lot of what I did today was just kind of hanging around the apartment. So my day was, in all honesty, pretty uneventful as well. But yeah, I'm honestly really glad that your day went well. That is definitely good to hear. Also, I will be chuckling to myself about your little reactions to the command I made you. uh, but yeah, it definitely sounds like even though you didn't have work today, you still were able to get stuff done, which is always good. But yeah, it's just gonna be kind of chill vibes for a couple hours. just kind of chilling and playing the video games. While I ever so slowly go insane because it is dead silent. I think I transferred everything over that I was meant to. Yeah, I did. I'm more than sure I did. Grief, this takes forever to load. Did you do anything special today? Not really. Today was, in all honesty, a really chill day. I mean, I just ended up doing a lot of off-camera stuff for a few different video games. I ended up doing a little bit of reading. I just kind of hung around the apartment and relaxed. I didn't really have all that much to do, so. To use your words, it was very boring and uneventful. My dad did grab some pizza earlier today. Or was it yesterday? I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that my dad grabbed pizza and it was really good. And also the fact that, like, you mentioning the gym reminds me that I need to do, like, a little bit of a workout, like, at the very least cardio, because it has been a while since I've done anything exercise related. I really need to get on that. Oh well. But yeah, nothing particularly out of the ordinary happened. Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing this. I was doing that quest. Okay, I need to hurry up and fill up the silence with some music, because I'm going to go crazy. Okay, there we go. Now we have music going. Not those. So yeah, depending on how long the first part of this takes, we might do this. I'm not entirely sure. Literally, this entire stream is just playing absolutely everything by ear. And just kind of seeing what we can get done today. But yeah, Saturdays are normally super relaxed days for me because I only ever have one stream to actually do. I think what I might end up doing is spacing out streams more if I'm ever able to do that. Because I do notice, I have been noticing on days where I stream twice, I just end the day extra tired. So, I think that's how I'm eventually going to do it. But, of course, since I'm not really in the right position to do that, I can't really use that plan just yet.
Running late.
Oh my jeez.
Oh, just a heads up. The volcano sometimes sends rocks crashing into this area. We call them pulverite. You seem way... Oh, here's one. Want to give it a try?
Do I have to?
Not in a million years. You can use your shoulders if you want.
You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
That doesn't change anything. See? There's nothing to it.
Oh, we got a chest out of it.
There's treasure inside these rocks. Okay, so maybe a little pain isn't too bad.
Wait, will we be able to just follow Verisa just by doing this? The game is full on letting us follow Verisa
Hey,
as a dinosaur.
there's another one over there. Want to give it a try?
Yep, already did. Okay, yeah, I think it's gonna kick us out of the dinosaur.
Huh? What's this wooden plank doing here?
Oh, I remember those. Those are basically... I know Verisa's probably going to explain it in just a bit, but this is a really funny discovery that I made in the last stream and also off camera. If you use the dinosaur that I just, for lack of a better word, possessed, and you just full send sprint right at those planks, it'll just launch you. It's basically just a big ol' ramp. And it is incredibly funny.
Oh, it's a piece of training equipment. I use it all the time.
Training equipment?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you instead.
Oh, I guess
Here goes
Sonic the
nothing.
Hedgehog here is gonna demonstrate. And that's why I call her Sonic. She's so
And
bubbly.
she sticks the landing.
Ay, a la vida.
Whoa! You jumped over that huge gap just like that? Incredible!
Oh, no. Anyone can do it with a bit of practice. You made it across without any training at all. That's a lot more incredible than anything I can do.
Yeah, but Paimon's cheating. Paimon can fly.
Oh, well, Paimon can fly, but you've got a point.
Exactly. Okay, where is... You know what? Just to be funny, I'm just gonna dinosaur the whole time. I'm literally just gonna dinosaur until the game kicks me out.
About what you told us earlier, you're saying a gigantic rock could crush us at any moment?
Well, not at any moment. It's a pretty rare phenomenon. Many adventurers come here and never even get to see it, so I wouldn't worry too much.
That's lies. Since
Yeah,
since
okay.
this update was
Sound like we're
downloaded,
that
I experienced what you're talking about like 3-4 times. It is not that rare. Continue onward. And the fun part is that I can't enter combat in this state. Oh boy.
Oh, come on! Seriously?
Don't be scared. Just jump straight at it.
What? Thanks for that. I can't believe you smashed something that big in a single hit.
Really, Charles? It's too much of a hassle to deal with them.
Nope, ignore him.
Let's just ram straight through.
I'm gonna ignore him.
I think we can call that a success.
Wow. You gave them the same treatment as that giant rock.
And bam, here we are. But yeah, for anyone on Twitch, please do use that link to follow Len. He's only ever done one stream and is kind of just planning on doing it casually if he ever does officially get back into it. But still, follows do help. And speaking of, I have goals, even though one of them isn't even showing up for whatever reason. It's not a Lego Kid stream unless there's some kind of scuff. But yeah, the blue meter right next to my head is my follow goal. If we hit 350 followers on Twitch, then I will start playing Persona 5 Royal for the Nintendo Switch. I do have the game. My Switch recognizes I have the game, so all that's left to do is have this blue meter get completely filled up, and I will start playing it, and I will literally put it into the stream rotation starting the week after the goal is fulfilled. The green meter that's supposed to be next to that, but isn't for whatever reason, is my sub goal. If we hit 100 subscribers on Twitch, then I will do a stream in a maid outfit. And depending on when that gets filled, a certain someone just might personally design one for me. Because it is something we have slightly jokingly conversed about, like somewhat seriously conversed about. But yeah, if that goal gets fulfilled, no matter if it's custom made or just ordered off Amazon, I will get a maid outfit and I will wear it for a stream. Will it be funny? Probably. Will it be cringe? Most definitely. It's me. Will it involve a very awkward conversation with my parents? You can bet your bottom dollar it will. But will I do it anyway? Yes.
That's the resonating arena. It's where we hold
because
all
for the
our
content.
competitions.
And, of course, should the day ever arrive where both meters get filled at the same time, they will resolve at the same time. So if we hit both of these goals during the same stream, whenever I start playing Persona, I will do the first episode in a maid outfit. Anyways, that's my plug for the
Don't mention it. It was no trouble at
for
all.
the stream.
I wish I could show you around, but I need to get home.
Oh, did you remember something important? You really hit the ground running when we ran into those hilly trails back there.
Hope we didn't hold you up.
Oh, no, not at all. We made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. The most important thing after training. The post-workout meal. Otherwise,
Oh, boy.
I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. The perils of an empty stomach. It's terrible.
Mood.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me. Like, yesterday. You should grab something too.
Oh, for sure.
We can meet back up at the arena. See you soon.
See ya.
And she's off.
Yep.
Wow, talk about whiplash. 1 second she's chill and laid back, and then the next she's charging head first into danger. Literally.
It's the spirit of youth.
The spirit of youth. Sure, whatever you say, old-timer. Paimon thinks we're still young.
Are we like
Anyway,
hundreds
why don't we
and
take a look
possibly
around in the
even
meantime?
thousands
We
of
can
years
head to
old?
the arena in a little bit.
Like
The
chronologically
view must be
speaking?
amazing from up there.
I know, like, physically and biologically, we look like someone in their, like, late teens, early 20s at the oldest. But, like, chronologically, I'm pretty sure we're, like, hundreds of, or thousands of years old. I'm wagering more towards thousands, to be honest. Because, if I remember right, 500 years passed in between, our sibling getting captured, and then us waking up in Mondstadt. I think that's the case. Why do I keep getting 3 stars? I just want to get Yansan and maybe even Verisa. Okay, so has the shop reset yet? Is my question. No, because it refreshes in 2 days. Wonderful, so it's gonna reset at like Monday at the soonest, Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest. Wonderful. Wait, was that literally just the entire quest? Are you kidding me? Or is there more? Oh my goodness, that was literally the entire first part of the... Wow. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's... let's do some event stuff, I guess. Oh, shoot, we have reputation stuff to do first. This will probably immediately drag us into part 2, though. Okay, it didn't. Okay. Yay. Alright. And just like with all the other tribes, if we hit level 4, we'll get a constellation upgrade for the Pyro Traveler, which will take a bit. Oh, right, now we can do these. Anyways. Now, let's start the event stuff. One of the fun parts is that if we do enough in the event, we get a 4-star. Specifically, Ororon. Or Ororon. Which is good, because he is one of the 4-stars that I'm missing. Aside from, of course, Yansan, who came out of this update. So, it would definitely be good for us to get through as much of that event as we can. Oh my jeez. I do not remember that being there. These signs look new too. But yeah, there's literally just a giant hole in the road. That doesn't seem safe. Like a China? Oh, I think this is where we meet Aoife.
Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen?
Not entirely sure. Yeah, let's check it out.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking. This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
That's right.
Okay, I know a lot of people. I know
into battle,
a lot of
but we
people are
couldn't stop
unified about their
developed a real
opinion
knack
on
for sneaking
Aoife, but
past
hear
us
me
and
out.
running off to the front line to fight the abyss.
Just hear me
He's
out
a
for like
smart
2
one,
seconds.
That's for sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those
I
abyssal
know.
monsters.
the way he talks is very
We even awarded him a Warrior's Medal after the war ended.
modern.
But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago.
But hear me out.
He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
Actually, I wonder how I would look in a
Hey, Katrina,
Aoife
what's
cosplay.
going on here?
That would be interesting. Oh, is Katrina voiced?
Traveler, Paimon!
Yeah, she's
Long time no
voiced.
see.
Yay.
So basically, there's this young Tepetlisaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him. Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too.
Oh
We're
yeah, the
really
difference is
worried
night
about
and
him.
day between those
When
two.
my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring her back.
To think that he
Also,
made
wait,
it
hold on,
through the
I
war, but
have
now
to
peace has
move Lynn
finally
back.
come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way.
Anyways. And you are...
You're that cuckoo thesaurus from the vet clinic. What are you on about?
Oh, it's this little
this
messer again.
Eva you just mentioned is actually...
Hey, yo, everyone! Please chill. I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile Saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war, but he's too young to be using that much phlogiston. As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now
About a couple
very
months.
serious.
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
Seems like it.
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friends stressing out over him.
Aoife, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
Something this rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it.
Oh.
Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients.
Alright.
First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare.
Okay.
Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go on beyond that.
Sacred flame? Like the one burning in the stadium?
When
I think there might be a
Milray and I took part
connection.
in the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, we collected loads of contending sparks during the team stage. Apparently, they're sparks from the sacred flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them. Do you think these crystals might be something similar?
It's possible.
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of Sacred Flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in Natlan for ages now, but we've never come across anything
Oh,
like
he's
that.
Animo. Oh, he's
So it would
Animo
seem,
and
as
male.
it happens.
Ooh, someone lost a friend. Or
real,
is going to. In the near
It's a
future.
coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natlan knew how to make a
Because for
special
those
kind
who
of sacred flame
are
crystal
somehow
way
new
back
to
when.
Genshin, it's basically a
I'm not
rule
sure exactly how they did it,
with
but the other chiefs might know something.
male Animo
I'll go ask
characters
them.
that they
Thank you,
always
Eva.
lose
Your diagnosis
someone
was a
close
huge
to
help.
them,
Mind
either
if I
a
keep
bit
you a little
before
longer?
getting their vision, or sometime
thing,
after
dude.
getting their vision.
I'll stick around until
it's
we've got some
completely
results.
unavoidable. It is it is an
Great.
ironclad rule.
In that case, let's go our separate ways for now. Milray needs some proper rest, and he's not going
like
to
it
get
is
that
an
with so many
ironclad
people
unspoken
gathered
rule
around.
that it's something that
I'll
has
let
to
you all
happen.
know as soon as there's
It's
any
incredibly
news.
depressing.
Fingers crossed, he'll soon be on the mend.
But yeah, I'll Work of repose. Okay. So yeah, just to like provide a couple examples. This guy, Xiao, lost 4 of his best friends and siblings in arms during a war. This one, who does count, even though he can switch elements, lost his sibling at the beginning of the game. This guy lost his friend to basically the deity slash ruler of where he's from. So yeah, his friends just got basically right in front of him. And other such examples. I'm only showing those 3 because... Okay. Time to activate focused experience. Wait, what? Quest are you involved in?
Sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Whatever. Mushroom Realm Mystery Act 2. Oh, you're the chief guy. Of the Collective of Plenty, right? I think that's who that is. Anyways, focused experience time. Because I do want to get all the way through the quest so you can start with the cool event stuff. Come on. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we are. Come on. I love the music and all, but I have time to use the trick that works in Star Rail. Nope.
What up, my
Nope.
dudes?
There we go. Hello?
Hey, come on, chill. The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather Clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
So I've noticed.
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends. The total package. Brave,
really.
wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
Okay, now you're just blowing smoke up my butt.
Making time on Blush.
Truth is, I spent the war treating wounded Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you.
Legend of
Oh,
Unvets.
thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
And there's...
There was always a long
Cursed
line
vision.
outside Aoife's clinic back then. Even Kakuku was so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken.
Even though he looks like he's only the head of the chicken.
True that.
My
More
eye.
wounded were piling up by the day.
Like a second.
Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick. But vet med's no joke. There's a ton of challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet.
That's rough.
No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's. So rare it doesn't even have a name.
Why?
If my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's true what they say, bro. There's always more to learn.
I wonder how I got that scar right
So
there.
your dad was a vet too?
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My old man started steering me toward being a vet when I was
Is that
a kid,
what I think it is?
schooling me on all kinds of herbs. And
Stretch
man,
right
if I
there.
forgot anything, out came the broom. My family's been vets for generations now. No clue who it was that kicked off the tradition, though, you know? Back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's useful.
Guilt? Sounds pretty strange to Paimon. Usually you only feel guilty when you've done something wrong.
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone practicing medicine. When you fail to fix someone up, I've been there. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure
There's
that doesn't
definitely a
happen
lot of
this time.
different types of guilt.
I don't recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. So maybe Milray will be the first.
You've got this.
Heck yeah, I do.
Confidence.
Oh, looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
Yep, even the really tall one.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io. This is so sudden.
Well, as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide.
Yeah, Biron. Or Baron.
It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight.
Oh, so many names I have to keep track
Given that he
of.
first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
Hey, little guy. Are you okay? Does it hurt?
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle. This too is a responsibility we adults must bear.
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one place? Not something you see every day.
Oh, for sure.
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all swamped.
Fair enough, I guess.
These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
Group
I'll try not
dinners?
to.
More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
That's
Well,
because,
your
from what I
cooking
can
is
tell
too
from the
good to
trailer,
resist.
you have
You've seen how
someone
hopeless
who's
the rest of
literally
us are in that regard.
100% dedicated to cooking.
Anyway, let's get down to business.
And primarily
Aoife,
that's so that you guys can
We've
keep
been informed
Varisa
about
under
the
control.
situation. Once again, it's a good thing you were here to help out. Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flower Feather clan in the past. We won't just stand by and watch while he suffers.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame crystal.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred flame even take other forms?
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven scrolls. In ancient Natlan, besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloom Flower Trials. It was a combat exercise, held jointly by the 6 tribes, that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
Sacred flame crystals!
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Probably because the practice was...
Simple. The Bloom Flower Trials haven't been held for centuries.
Yeah. I mean, they're like the... It reminds me of the Triwizard tournaments in Harry Potter. Like, they were so intense and dangerous that they were discontinued for, like, a really, really long time. Just to protect everyone, and then they were brought back for like 1 year. So hopefully this doesn't end the same way and it becomes like a recurring thing.
Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long
Yeah.
ago that I don't know the specifics.
Something happened.
The more reasonable explanation is this. That people once believed these secret flame crystals to be vessels of extraordinary power, and that warriors could use them to enhance their own strength.
Just a little Kaholosaur.
In reality, they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable, but they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloomflower trials obsolete, and thus they were forgotten.
Ah, I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower trials and get all 6 tribes to take part. Ooh, that sounds rough.
Yeah. Definitely does not sound easy.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary, so warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like that, it seems high time we restarted the Bloomflower trials.
I'm with you on that. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
No objections on my part.
Yeah, let's see what
I'll
we
go
can do
discuss this
here.
with the others. I'm sure there will be plenty of warriors who'll be itching to take part. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Molani will be there. There's nothing she loves more than a lively occasion.
And I guess your vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Pakal? Great. We're all in agreement then.
Nice!
Thanks, everyone. It
Let's
really
see how
means a
this
lot.
ends.
Let's head back to our tribes and see how many people are willing to sign up. If interest is high, we'll hold a big event. But if not, we'll keep it small.
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition without rules is just mindless violence. And that's not what we want.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the Speaker's Chamber later. After all, we'll still need the Pyro Archon's final approval.
Yeah, that does kind of make
We'll also need
sense.
some Ocean Zephyrs to cure Milray. Who'll go gather them while we're organizing the trials?
Someone tells me it'll end up falling
I've
to
got
me.
that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
Shoot, we got spotted. Oh, the Saurians.
You mean these Saurians? You're right. There's all sorts. Seems like he's quite the popular little
He's
fella.
my age.
Huh.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Must be nice having a Saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything, how about we call it a day?
All right. See you later. Aoife, let's head back. And bring these Saurians along too. We've got to teach them how to identify ocean zephyrs.
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon.
I kind of like this Saurian has like a little hat.
Whoa! They sure are quick on their feet. Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away.
More the let's sleep on it type, are we, Paimon?
But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you're here to
That smug face.
Oh, wow. Go away, bro.
Even Kakuku's done with this conversation.
I'll go spread the word. Kachina, you gonna sign up?
Of course.
In that case, let's head over together. Traveler, Paimon, see you at the speaker's chamber in a bit.
So far, so good. At this rate, Milray will be better in no time. Aw, you're awake. Wanna try getting a bit more sleep?
I feel like he has something to say.
You think so? Is he feeling hungry then? Hey, Kakuku, can you help us translate? Oh, long gone. Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. What are you trying to say, little guy?
I think we might have to possess a Saurian real quick. Tournaments of Glory and Bloom, Act 1. Right, and dwell at Petlosaurus, then talk to the little Saurian. Oh, there's one right here. Everything okay? You don't eat something? Thanks for looking after me, I'll be fine. Hello. Oh, who are you? I haven't seen you around here before. Have you come to visit Milray too? It was nice of you to... Okay, so we're basically just comforting Milray to ensure that the little dude's not super stressed out. Good tactic. Those nice humans have no idea how dangerous the sacred flame crystals are. Oh boy. They can beguile human hearts, turn friends into enemies. The humans must be very careful. Whoa. Beguile human hearts? The chiefs didn't mention anything about that before. Could there be unknown risks associated with using sacred flame crystals? But, more importantly, even if the chiefs know nothing about this, despite all the knowledge they possess, then where did Milray and Anne come to hear of it? The mysterious Kukasaur we met while fighting those big monsters, he was the one who told us. I still remember how our friends were all running around in a panic the first time Milray passed out. Where did this Kukasaur find out then? I don't know, he often said things we couldn't understand. Apart from us, no other little saurians wanted to play with him. And as far as I could tell, he didn't have any human companions either. But I'm sure he wouldn't have lied to us. He's saved us many times and we're very close friends. I really, really hope that Milray recovers soon, but if sacred flame crystals genuinely are that dangerous, I don't think that's the way he would want to be saved. This is becoming more mysterious by the minute. With Mawika and the 6 chiefs present, I'm sure everything will be alright, but still, I'd better find a chance to talk to Mawika about it. Yeah, I think that is definitely a good idea. Alright, let's jump out. And then quickly fast travel to where we need to go. That's definitely kind of interesting that the Saurians knew something about those crystals that the chiefs just absolutely knew nothing about. Hopefully we'll be able to like let them know, saying like, hey, if you are going to be doing this, be careful. They can do this.
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
As far as we're aware, none, because
Far
we
more
wouldn't
than
bring
we
this to you.
anticipated.
Oh, people have already signed
Our
up.
warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by adding a few more spots.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. The accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with fewer contestants, we can ensure that any injuries will be attended to promptly.
Probably a good call.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care. You have my approval. And don't worry, I'll find a way to fund it.
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later to see how things are going. But I won't be taking part. Wouldn't want to spoil everyone else's fun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The main venue will be near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, with additional arenas set up around the various tribes.
Nice.
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your hard work.
In that case, we'll be off. It's time we started organizing crews to set up the venues.
Traveler, Paimon. Good luck.
Thanks.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Actually,
Hey, it's been a while, you two.
I think once we're done with
Are
the
you here
quest, I
about the
might cut
Bloomflower
it
trials too?
off.
Yep, we sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Because even though this has been a super relaxing day,
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia.
I will say I've
first
been
heard about it from
feeling
my dad, who first heard about it from his dad,
a
my
little bit
grandpa.
extra tired.
Guess that means they were last held at least 500
Not to
years
mention the
ago?
people upstairs have been
Wait a
keeping
sec.
me up with all
No, it must have
with all the
been
noise.
much
So I haven't
earlier
really
than
been
that,
getting as much rest
then.
as I've been wanting.
Whoa. When you put it like that, it does feel kind of surreal that we're doing something that hasn't been done in such a long time.
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured.
Do you know anything about sacred flame crystals?
What makes you ask?
We've heard rumors that they can beguile human hearts.
I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just doesn't even seem possible. The rules governing the Oda resurrection have protected Natlan for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. We've been working with the Sacred Flame all this time, and we've never noticed anything unusual about it. In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame. I can't imagine how they could possibly beguile human hearts.
I find it hard to imagine too.
So please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, it will not cause any real trouble in the Natlan we now live in. Not if I have anything to say about it. Our main priority
That's
right
certainly
now is to
a
hold
good
the
sign.
Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough Sacred Flame crystals to heal that little Tapetlosaurus.
It's so reassuring to have you on our side, Moika.
For sure.
Well, there are some things even I can't handle. For example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you outside.
Oh.
Huh? Who could they be?
You'll find out soon enough. Go on now. Don't
Does
keep
she
them
have
waiting.
like a sixth sense or something? Alright, let's see what's waiting for us.
Finally, you're here!
Oh, hello.
Traveler Paimon. So, basically... hold up, what happened to first come, first served? What I'm saying is, I get to go first. What's going on? Why is everyone turned up all of a sudden? So... So, you know about the bloom flower trials, right? I mean, we were wondering, have you decided which tribe you'll join? If not, how about the people of the springs? What? We're allowed to take part too?
Given that the trials haven't been held in so long,
Oh,
we're
shoot.
creating a new set of rules for them.
Kanich's voice.
Separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kanich got a new VA.
All of the chiefs have agreed, but whether or not you compete
Oh,
or
that
which tribe you
completely
support,
slipped my
well,
mind.
that's completely up to you.
As the hero who saved
True.
Natlan, your participation would be a huge
Oh, yeah,
morale
that-
boost for whoever you choose to join. In other
That
words,
reminded
recruiting
me.
you is every tribe's top
There's like
priority
a
right
lot
now.
of controversy going around about
What's going on? No wonder Chief Akatl wished us good luck.
about Kanich's new voice actor and how apparently a lot of
And that's all for the
the
chit-chat. I hope you're ready
current
for some serious
the current
incentives.
VAs are like super against it.
Like the
Well,
sound
not like
of luxury hot
how
spring
like a couple
vouchers.
of how a few of
I'll
them are
even
like
throw in a
really
selection of fine
outspoken
gifts
about
from the shop.
like against the new
Luxury
VA.
Hot Springs sounds like Paimon's perfect vacation.
If you join the Scions
Which
of the
seems
Canopy,
kinda messed up.
we'll hold a great barbecue in your honor. The finest quality meat, all you can eat.
And if you join right away, you'll even stand a chance of being taken on as a sidekick of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How!
That's an immediate
Yeah,
turn off.
No one wants that.
Thank you, Kanich.
You little... Ah! All you can eat barbecue? Join up with a
Paimon,
collective of
bring
plenty,
yourself in.
and I'll provide a year's worth of training sessions and a personalized nutrition plan to help you become stronger than you already are. Paimon's not too keen on training, but getting stronger does sound tempting.
If I'm
All
stronger,
I've got to
I'll be able
offer are
protect-
freshly picked vegetables, but I can guarantee they're really tasty.
Not much of a vegetable
Could
person.
Paimon get some samples?
Fancy some flying lessons? Or you could just hitch a ride. I'll take you soaring through the skies myself.
Or it looks like everyone's trying to bring up their sales
I know
pitch.
what Paimon does for a living. But flying around with the Traveler sounds like it could be a lot of fun too.
I don't know.
I can bake Saurus crackers and green fruit chips.
Food.
Oh, Paimon loves those too. Oh, this is such a tough choice.
I know.
Not just because the freebies are tempting, but also because picking one tribe feels like we're betraying all the others.
Yeah.
You know what? Paimon's decided to leave this one to you.
Wow, thanks. Did you get the license plate of the bus you just threw me under? Anyways, how about I join you all then? Tumani belongs to all of Natlan after all.
Paimon's pretty sure that isn't an option.
Actually, it's not a
Think
bad
it's too
idea.
small.
It could work for the exhibition matches at least.
Yeah.
There'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those. So, first half you're on our side, second half on theirs. Sounds fair enough, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Hadn't thought of that. Pretty clever.
What? Really? Huh. Then, as for the you mentioned earlier.
Watch this, they're gonna pull the rug out.
Don't worry, my offer still stands. Enjoying ourselves is the #1 priority here.
So it's settled then? For the first half of the exhibition match, you'll fight alongside us Scions of the Canopy, People of the Springs, and the Children of Echoes against the other 3 tribes.
Feels just like the old days when we used to fight side by side. We're gonna be unstoppable!
All right, it's nearly time. Let's get ready and head over there together.
Alright. Okay, looks like that is part 1 complete. I think. Okay, never mind. We are not done. But if we do all of these lovely little things, then we get the free Auroran. Yay. And we'll be almost caught up in 4 stars. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end it here. Because I feel like if I go any longer, I'm just gonna be yawning a whole bunch. So, and I don't really want to do that. So, yeah, I'm just gonna call it. Besides, like, while the quest is certainly turning out to be very interesting, literally the second half of the stream is just gonna be me playing video game mini games the entire time, and I'm pretty sure that'd get boring very quickly. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it. Especially since, another little factor is the fact that the Star Rail streams are 3 hours each instead of 2, and I did 2 of those this week. So I kind of already pushed myself. And I don't really want to push myself too far because I'd like to avoid being burnt out. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but it is still something I would like to avoid if I can. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it for tonight. In the next episode, we will continue the that quest. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, rest assured, starting next week I will be starting to cool off with the I'll start to calm down with the Star Rail streams now that we're going to Amphorius and we're basically caught up. Story-wise, more or less. So hopefully I will have enough energy to go 2 hours for the Genshin stuff, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, that's a problem for future me. This is today me, so it is time to say our farewells. Not just for the night, but for the weekend. But for those who are on my Discord server, you will be seeing a new stream schedule tomorrow at the soonest. So, If you guys enjoyed this stream and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before I transfer it over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a subscription if you haven't done so already. Small reminder that those with Twitch Prime are able to get a free 1 month's subscription to a streamer of their choosing. So if you haven't used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here. And as always, long live the rebellion.